Is your screen dimmed? Is that why it's so dark? Okay. I was just wondering if my video was dim or your screen was dim.
I've got one of those privacy.
Okay. Test, test.
Should it be solid?
As long as this holds up, we'll be good.
Looks good. I'll tell my wife to text me if it gets choppy.
Yeah, do that, please. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chicago Leafs Skating School. I guess that's what you call this place. Either way, we are here for Game 1 of the President's Cup Tournament for the 06 Toledo Cherokee. First game up today is against the Winnetka Warriors. Winnetka is a city just north of the city of Chicago. Some may remember it from the Home Alone movie, as that was the original house. It was a place where the original house was from there. Face-off drop there, and we're going to have a high stick right off the draw as Toledo won the face-off back. Winnetka came up and deflected a pass up and over the head of number 8 there, and he knocked it down with a high stick and played it. So here we go, another face-off just outside the Toledo zone. You can hear by Winnetka they're going to dump it in, and Brady Kirk's going to give chase and wrap it around the boards all the way to David Benn. David Benn flips it off the boards to Jamison Rose. This is an aggressive-looking defense here as they pinched up early. And if we can find a way to burn them here early, they may not do that going forward. We puck along the far boards there being battled for. Comes away with it as Brady Kirk. He flips it up high off the glass to Ridings, but the pass is knocked down there by Winnetka. Quick shot on goal to Carson Dirkmott and knocks it off his blocker straight up into the air and back down into his glove. So we'll have a stoppage here in the first period at 12:17 left to play. Toledo gets a full change here, bringing Van Herset out for the draw. Toledo wins that. Kurt sends it down where Kemp picks it up and brings it down to center ice. This is Toledo's first gain of the zone, offensive zone, and Kemp sends one across where Buck takes control, knocks his man down. Morgan tried to flip it somewhere near the goal, but it's knocked down there by Winnetka. Here comes Winnetka, trying to get wide on Xander Kurt. Gets a shot off. That is pad saved aside there by Carson Dirkmott. Dirkmott in goal today. And Kurt passes it up to Kemp. Kemp gets it knocked off his stick. Toledo's looking a little lazy coming out here. One good pass could get right behind this Winnetka defense, but Winnetka player fell down as the stick of Kemp knocked him down, but no call. Winnetka definitely winning the battles here early. Here comes Ethan Van Herset trying to get it out of the zone, does so. Puck's going to go all the way down, but no icing. Derek Morgan gives chase. Here comes Winnetka again, out of their own zone. Egan sticks the stick off of the Winnetka player, but gives it right back to him where he gets a solid shot on goal, but a pad save there made by Carson Dirkmott again. Egan wraps it around the boards where Gould's over there to take it near side. Gould looking to get it out and does so. Puck comes to center ice. Possession Winnetka. D-to-D pass. As Winnetka's trying to get it deep into the zone and does so. Brady Kirk wraps it around for Egan. Egan continues the motion all the way up to Gould. Gould can't handle the pass. Gave it up to Winnetka, who gets a shot from the D that goes wide. Sends it the other way. Weasel with it. Weasel gets it to the blue line and finally out. Here comes Leach. Leach had numbers for a 2-on-1, but just gets it into the zone and deep behind the Winnetka red line. Winnetka chips it out where Xander Kurt went up to pinch unsuccessfully. His man got around him, gets a nice shot off, but it will be blocked there by Carson Dirkmaat. Dirkmaat gets it up to the sides again. Kurt gets it up to the side where Rhino Ridings was taken down on the play. Shot from a terrible angle. Ends up going into the net. That puck looked like it was just supposed to be a centering pass, and I don't know if it hit something in front and redirected, but surprised everybody in the rink, including Dirkmaat, who thought that puck was going past the net. So we'll start back up here with 9:38 left in the first. Warriors with the 1-0 lead. Off the face-off there. Winnetka took control, but a pass knocked down by Ridings gets it deep into the Winnetka zone. Winnetka plays it up along the far side boards. Comes to center ice for a long stretch pass for number 8 there. Another pass right over the center and a shot right on goal, which is another good save there by Dirkmaat. Another shot there from the point. And Dirkmaat's going to freeze that in the glove and hold on to it. Toledo is very much looking sluggish here early going. Back on their heels. Face off here taken by David Ben. David Ben chips it off the boards and up. It's going to hit a player leaning over the boards on the Winnetka bench. And we're going to have a whistle. Face off here at center ice. Rose with the face-off win. Tips it back to Buck. Buck up to Ridings. Hits the back of Ridings, and it comes back into the zone by the Winnetka 44 player there. Buck tried to chip it down the center of the ice, unsuccessful, so and the Warriors tap it back down. Here comes Rose down the left side. Rose gets it deep into the zone. And Toledo with a defensive change as Winnetka takes the puck out of the zone. Egan's going to make a move, come around one man, bank it off the boards down here to Ridings. Ridings is going to come up the left side. We have everybody on side, so Ridings coming around the back side of the Rose. Rose back to Ridings. Ridings trying to get the puck in the front of the net there. And Winnetka's going to come out and knock the pass down. Kurek comes up with it. Passes it up to Ben. David Ben comes in. Tries a backhander, keeps it low on the ice, and Ridings was right there for a rebound, but unsuccessful. And the net came off its moorings, so we're going to have a stoppage of play. 8 minutes left on the clock, 1-0 lead Warriors. Comes Toledo on the face-off. Morgan with it on the far side wall. Van Erset comes away with it. He's got 3 guys in front of him, can't do anything, but tries to wrap around a pass to Kemp that was streaking. Egan comes away with it, shoots the puck, and it's going to be gloved down there by Winnetka player, where he hits it down the ice, and Brady Kirk makes a nice defensive stop there, as it could have been a 1-on-0 there. But we're going to have an offsides here to stop the play again, as Kemp could not clear the zone in time. Face-off dropped and won there by Winnetka. Gets it across the center ice line and dumps it in deep where Buck gives chase. Buck makes his way around a couple of different Warrior players and comes away with the puck, gets it up to Kemp at the blue line. Kemp looking for somebody to pass to. Sends a chest-high pass over to Morgan. And it's fought for there along the boards. And here it comes away with it. Xander Kurt with a quick wrist shot. Knocked down there by Kemp. Kemp tried to take one out of midair again, but swung and missed on that. Either way, he comes away with it right out in front to Van Herstead, who had his stick ready, but just could not get a solid piece of wood on it. Puck brought out and in and back and forth between the two teams. Kemp finally comes away with it. Takes a slap shot from the blue line. That stick saved to the corner by the Warrior goalie. Puck comes out to Weasel at center ice, and Warriors knock it off his stick into the Toledo zone. Brady Couric sends it up to center ice. Puck makes its way out of play and on top of the scorer's head over there. So
Come on, Toledo!
6:16 left here in the first period. 1-0 Warriors. Just dropped there, but won by Winnetka. Plays it off to center ice to Egan. Egan had to knock off his stick and all the way down the length of the ice, where he gives chase and wins that battle momentarily to Ridings. Ridings getting it back and forth to everybody, so Egan's going to try the other way. Sends it around to David Ben, who lifts the stick and comes away with it, and that one was knocked off his stick. Carson Dirkmott plays it to the corner. Rose and Kirk battling three Warriors over there. Far side. And puck's just sitting there still. Bodies are flying all over the place. Rose comes away with it. Try to wrap around, but fanned on it. So Egan's going to give chase and send it his way. Egan tries to reverse again and gives it to Couric. Couric whiffs on his pass. That was intended for David Ben. Sends one over the middle. Luckily, Jamison Rose was there. Here comes Ridings. Ridings got David Ben streaking down the side. It hits the skate of the Warrior player, so there will be no icing. Here comes Ben down deep in the zone. Looking for somebody to give it to over the middle. Was unsuccessful. There's Ridings right there. Take a shot. And it's in. We have a 1-1 game here after a couple of rebounds. Got kicked back out to the right player. As David Ben centered one. Ridings wound up and took a shot. It was kick saved back out to Jamison Rose. Jamison Rose saw nothing but net and buried it. So we have a 1-1 game here. 5:02 left here in the first period. Leach on the face-off. Toledo comes away with that win. Gives it up to Xander Kurt. Kurt gives it up to Leach. Leach tries to get it deep in the zone, where Gould gives chase. Because errant pass comes all the way through, and a shot does get through, and the goalie does have to make a nice stick save on that from a blue line shot by Bracken Buck. Another pass finds its way across the ice. Warriors now on the charge. Warriors try to gain the zone, but they had a player still in there, so there's going to be a whistle for an offsides. We'll have a face-off just outside of the Toledo blue line there. Let's see if this goal by Jamison Rose wakes up the rest of the Cherokee here, as some of these guys are not paying too much attention to their passes and getting in the right spots on defense, and they're letting Winnetka do what they want here. Puck is dropped. There's Brady Couric, gets it out of the zone there. We're going to have another face-off as the number 70 there for the Warriors was not able to get up and out of the zone. .4:20 left in the first period here in Chicago. We are at the Leafs Ice Arena on the western part of Chicago. Toledo with the face-off win. Kemp rides his man past and over the blue line. Puck held in there by Egan, but hit it off a Warriors shin guard, and puck was knocked down. Shot right there, right on goal. Nice save there, a chest save there by Carson Dirkmott. Here comes a 2-on-2 with Morgan and Kemp. Morgan gains the zone, looking for a shot, sends one to the goaltender. Got by him, but it hit the outside of the net. There's a centering pass right to Kemp. Kemp shoots and scores! Derek Morgan took a shot. It got through the underside of the elbow of the Winnetka goaltender, and just as in basketball, after you shoot, you follow your shot, good things happen, and he followed his shot, kept the puck around the backside of the net, popped it right out front where nobody was paying any attention to big number 71, Tyler Kemp. Kemp buried it right in the back of the goal, so we have a 2-1 lead if you're a Cherokee fan. Another face-off win here by Rose. Rose is going to try to come right up the middle with it, takes a little step to the left, shoots it, and it fell off the tip of his stick there. He didn't get much on it, but they still come away with possession here. Rose back to Ridings. Ridings out in front of the net, trying to get the puck to David Ben, who was a little bit deep in the slot. Here comes the puck around the side where Buck takes it, tried to get it deep into the zone, but here comes Warriors. Warriors on the charge. Nice step-up play by Xander Kurt to steal that puck away. He did have a back-checking David Ben on that play, so it was not an odd man rush, but still a dangerous one nonetheless. Here come the Warriors. Defense. Defense falls down. Here comes Jamison Rose looking for something to do with it. Gives it to Ridings. Ridings with a backhand, but it was knocked down nicely by the Warrior defense. Warriors the other way. This game has picked up in tempo quite a bit. Number 8. Stick taken control of by Xander Kurt. And a shot right there on net. He's trying to jam it home. We're going to have a whistle blown here, as the puck was loose, but the referee lost sight of it, put his arms up, and blew the whistle. Good opportunity there for the Warriors, but Dirkmott was up for the challenge. .243 left here in the first period. 2-1 Toledo. Van Herset on the faceoff. Morgan on the left wing. Kemp on the right wing with Egan and Couric there on D. There's a shot that never left the ice, knocked down there nicely by Van Herset. Puck comes out to center ice where Kemp gives chase, knocks it down with his skate, but gives it right back to the Warriors. Warriors bring it in where Egan steps up. Egan tried to give a little touch pass to Morgan, but he checked Morgan in the process, and Morgan couldn't get to it, so here come the Warriors again. Egan's going to send the puck around the backside. It's knocked down there. We got bodies all in front. There's another shot right on goal there by little 72, and put it right into the stomach of Carson Dirkmott. Hopefully Carson's okay as he takes a little side skate there, and he's hunched over a little bit, but he seems to be okay. And here's a slap shot that almost got through. It hit some of the skates, redirected the second shot there. There's another shot on goal, pad save by Dirkmott. Another centering pass there. Ridings has it now. Ridings chips it off the boards to Rose. Rose is trying to beat his man and does so. Gets it deep into the zone at the very least, where David Ben's going to give chase. Ben a little bit late getting over there, but looks like Egan's trying to hold it in. It comes off the body of the Winnetka player. Rose is going to give it up to David Ben. Ben's going to get it to center ice, and they're going to call an icing, even though the far side referee said no, it was good, but he was overruled by the referee all the way back. Gives Toledo an opportunity to make a change here. Brings Leach out for the faceoff. You got Gould and Weasel with him. Buck and Kurt on D. Comes a little puck trying to trickle its way through. A pad save there made by Dirkmott. Another good save. Chest save made by Dirkmott. Puck that squirts its way all the way through. Weasel's going to try to give chase to number 18. He's going to try to hide there behind his own net. Hits the brakes, comes back around out front. Does so for a puck given there to Bracken Buck. Buck is going to try to chip it back down there, and unfortunately all three of the forwards for Toledo were in the zone, so the faceoff's going to come out to just outside the Warrior zone there. 1:14 left here to play in the first period. Weasel with the face-off win. Gould had more opportunities there than he knew, but he did get it deep into the zone where Leach tried to centering pass, and that was knocked down. Buck's going to take it and try to wrap it deep, and whiffs on that as it comes all the way back down to center ice, where Kurt tries to spin around and pass it out of the zone. Does so, but he gives it right to the Warrior player. Number 18 tried a shot. That was knocked down by a skate of Leach. Looks like we might have a puck played with a high stick as the faceoff's going to go all the way down to the other end. Van Urset here on the face-off. Ties up his man, goes to the ground. The Warriors come away with it. Here comes Winnetka. Stretch pass. Gets by all the men, but Kurik takes it, wraps it around to a Van Urset. Kurik now finds Morgan. Morgan's going to chip it down there nicely for Kemp. Kemp's got to beat his man, and he's got a breakaway, but he was only able to meet him there and get to the front of the net. Puck sent there. Kirk now has it. Kirk sends a shot that's kicked down there by number 30 right out in front. And here come the Warriors again. Toledo battling to keep it in the zone. It finally comes out all the way to the length of the ice. We're going to have an icing if it makes it. Looks like it's going to make it. That's going to run the clock out either way. So 2-1 lead after one period of play. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back here for the start of the second period between the Winnetka Warriors and the Toledo Cherokee. Toledo has a 2-1 lead here in the game with goals by Jamison Rose and Tyler Kemp.
Go, Will!
Toledo's going to send out the Rose Ridings Ben line along with Buck and Kurt on the back end of this here. So a little housekeeping here by the referee, backing some of the players out. It's like Rose actually won the face-off, gave it to Rhino. Rhino's looking to try to get it around his man. Comes free to Buck. Buck's got Ben far side, but his head's down. He doesn't see him. Finally does, and it's too late as Ben has to dump it in. Swings the puck around where Ben's going to try to win the board battle there. Stops his man so he can't keep going forward, and Rose just lost it off his stick. 2-on-2 here with a back-checking Rose, where Kurt ends up with the puck right in front of him, takes it. Gives it up to Ridings here. Rhino gains the zone. Rhino Ridings with it, coming around the backside of the net, looking for somewhere to go to. Taps one right out in front, but nobody there as Jamison Rose now takes it to Ben. David Ben. Ben shoots and scores! Top shelf slap shot from David Ben. Had the big number 6 goaltender for Winnetka down on his knees and walking by earlier with skates on. He was as tall as I was, but somehow gives up a little bit over his shoulder because David Ben lasered that one from a pass from Jamison Rose. So it's going to be 3-1 Toledo As goals now from David Ben, Jamison Rose, and Tyler Kemp make it 3-1. Face off here, taken by the Warriors. Number 44 tries to center it, knocked down there by Egan. Another pass right out in front for the Warriors, and it's sitting right there bouncing around. We got bodies sliding all over the place, and finally, nice clear by Ethan Van Herstedt as a sliding Egan and a sliding Brady Couric stopped that puck from getting to Carson Dirkmont initially, but the second try did get to him. He kicked it out, and Ethan Van Herstedt knocked it down nicely. Tyler Kemp tried to send a pass all the way down. Puck is bouncing around. It was out, and now it's back in, so we're going to have an offside. Coming to you live from Chicago, the Leafs Skating Center here, western part of Chicago. Nice rink with 3 facilities, not much Wi-Fi, but enough to hopefully bring you guys a game back home in Toledo. So here we go. Puck was dropped and Leach was looking over at the referee's whistle for some reason, and Winnetka gets it deep for that reason. Buck takes it around the backside of the goal, gets it up to Weasel. Weasel stretch pass up to Gould. Gould settles it down, backs his way there, and loses it off the end of his stick to number 8 on the Warriors. And a one-on-one here with Xander Kurt steps up. 28 went right around him, but wasn't able to get a shot off. Kurt gives chase again. Xander Kurt clears the zone. Gives Toledo a little breathing room. Another battle for it along the boards. Everybody's chopping at it. Nobody wants it. So here comes Warriors. Nice step up there by Bracken Buck, and Gould's going to just chip it out to center ice and get everybody to reset. Pass came all the way into the zone and back out. And Weasel finally relieves a little bit of pressure and sends it down the ice where Winnetka has to give chase. Puck came off the boards, but Leach had a bad angle on it, so it came right to the Winnetka player, gets it deep into the zone, and Buck's down there for him. And he's going to send it around. Gives it to Weasel. We're going to have a penalty here today. First one of the day, I should say. Looks like it's going to be on Bracken Buck for an interference. So that'll put Winnetka here on the power play. Three to 1 lead, 10-12 left here in the second period. Apparently Toledo wants to run with 3 forwards. As we've got the Ben Rose Ridings line out there with Brady Couric. Toledo won the face-off. Rose sent it around for Couric. Couric's going to try to get it up to Ridings, who gets it out to the far blue line. Nice play there. David Ben now gives chase. Winnetka's spaced out nicely. Nice passes. They're going to get a shot right here. It's going to hit Couric right there on the pad, but he had a little more time to get that puck out. And shot came in right there from just outside the blue line. Looked harmless. And we got a little roughing here from number 7 on the Warriors, and let his frustration get the best of him. Came up and sucker punched Brady Couric in the back of the helmet. So this will even things up. That'll bring the face-off outside of the Toledo zone. Either way, get a nice cover on it there. Either way, we're going to be a 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off one back by Rose to Couric. Couric around his own net. Off the boards to David Ben. Ben misses that pass. Pass does get out to the blue line, past the blue line, so we're going to have an offside as 24 didn't wait long enough for his man to clear. Let's see if Toledo can keep the gas pedal down on this team, because they have definitely evened up the chances and taken advantage of the chances, but Winnetka seems to be a team that makes really nice passes, spaces out well. They're very well disciplined. And if you keep giving them chances, I have a feeling they're going to take advantage of them. Here they are again. Number 48 sends one about 4 feet over the net harmlessly, but hard shot nonetheless. Here comes David Ben. Ben gets it out to center ice. And it's sent back into Rose. Rose up the side to Ridings. Gets caught up in the sweater of 48 there. And was unable to get a good shot off as he came back down into the zone. It was knocked off his stick there by Jamison. Rose. Keurig back there battling. Rose steps in, comes away with it. Passes too hard off the boards and gave it right to Winnetka. Another pass that he tried to get around his big man. Unable to do so. So Toledo here comes away with it. Oh, and they get it. Ridings had it knocked off his stick. He had a lot of daylight in front of him, but could not get that puck to settle down. Here's a spinorama shot there by number 70. It's going to come all the way down to the blue line here. David Ben chips it off the backside of 48. Goes and gives chase. So centers went out to Ridings in front of the net. Unsuccessful on the shot attempt, though. Looks like this line is gassed as Toledo's now going to be on the power play for 23 seconds. Stolen puck there by Xander Kurt. Kurt gives it up to Tyler Kemp, who was just a step off sides there. Coming into the zone just a touch too early. 15 seconds left on the power play here for Toledo. And we'll have a face-off all the way back down here. Van Erset kicks that face-off around and finally hits it off to the Winnetka player, who sends one in from center ice, no icing. And to Kurt, up to Derek Morgan. Morgan up to Van Erset. He can't handle that pass. Another nice pass on the tape, but he could not handle it. So that's what kills your rushes right there. You've got to be able to catch those passes in stride, as you would have had an honest 2-on-1 right there. Either way, power play is up, back to even strength. Face off in the middle of the ice, 7:43 left to play in the second period. Puck is dropped. Winnetka back to their D. D back down to the Toledo D for Xander Kurt. Kurt up the side there to Buck. Buck up to Kemp. Kemp lost it off his stick. Try to stick lift his man. We're going to have an icing here if it gets down to that red line, which it does. Warriors sent it in a little bit shy of that red line, and the referee saw it the whole way. Toledo makes a defensive change, bringing Keurig and Egan back out, but Van Herset, Kemp, and Morgan are still out as the forwards. Van Herset on the face-off, wins it back to Kemp. Kemp had it knocked off his stick there with a bouncing puck, so he sends it behind the net. Keurig retreats back to the deep zone, and we have a whistle as the puck made its way up off the netting. .7:11 left here in the second period. 3-1 lead for Toledo. As I always like to say, with a 3-1 lead, the next goal is going to win the game. You don't want to give these guys any momentum. They do play well. Look at this guy coming down the middle of the ice here. Kemp had him on his rear end. Fell to his rear end there, but he still made a nice stick play, as the Winnetka player had a full head of steam. Gives it out to Kemp. Kemp gets it to the red line, tried to dump it once and was successful the second time around, where Morgan gives chase. Morgan off the glass and out. Toledo with it here. Toledo had it, got it out of the zone. The Warriors brought it back in before they could clear. We're going to have an offside. With that offside, Toledo will change up their line, get some fresh bodies in. Puck is dropped there. One back to the defense by Toledo. David Ben chipped it up to Ridings. Ridings put it off a skate, the backside of a skate of a Warrior player, and it slowed down the play enough that the Toledo Cherokee players were offside. So again, face off here, right in front of Toledo bench, where it's won there by Toledo, given to Ridings, but knocked off his stick. Winnetka is very good on the stick-on-stick battles here, as they seem to knock things off very easily. Clearing attempt there by the Winnetka Warriors is knocked down by Toledo. Toledo comes back with a slap shot there by David Ben. Nice shot from just inside the blue line. Blockered away there by the Winnetka Warrior goalie. Here comes Toledo again. So we got a whistle here, a stoppage. The Warrior parents are claiming penalty, but the referees were not calling it. So we'll remain 5-on-5. Toledo's going to get a line change here. Puck is dropped there and wrapped around the boards by the Warriors. All the way back out to their guy, who chips it around Keurig. Keurig, that's his guy, gives it to Egan. Oh, and a nice save by Carson Dirkmont. Egan had it spun around, and on the back side of him was a Warrior player.
Mark your man!
And Carson Dirkmont made a great save right off the chest there. Puck sent up to the winger there by Egan. Egan's going to try it again, and he's going to finally clear the zone. Warriors have to retreat. Going to have a puck coming up and out of play right there. Stop play, and face-off will be deep in the Toledo zone. It's a scary rush right there as the Keurig had pinched up, and it left Egan to try to back check in a 3-on-1 situation, and he did get possession of the puck, but when he turned around, the Warrior player on his backside was standing right there, got a great shot off, but Dirkmont was up for the challenge there again. Dirkmont's having one of his best games of the year so far. Let's hope that stays, because the Winnetka is getting a lot of pressure here.
Where's your man, Kay?
Another puck that made its way right outside off the front of the side of the goal. Here comes Weasel with it. Weasel's going to get it to the center ice line, give it deep, and come away with it on the back end. He's going to tie his man up. Does so, gets the puck out there. Oh, and everybody's falling down on top of each other. Here come the Warriors, 3-on-2. Kurt up against his man, number 18, finds his way around, hits the break. Sends a chest-high shot, but it was never going to be on net, where Toledo came away with it briefly. There's a puck again behind the Toledo net. Kurt hits the brakes. Tries to get rid of it. 3 Warrior players back there.
Watch your point!
Finally, Kurt gets it chipped off the boards, looking to center a pass. And looks like the referee saw something on the backside of the play between Leach and number 44 for Winnetka. He
Get a camera on that guy. He's going nuts.
So they're going to take them both here. 2 minutes for each. We'll keep the play 5-on-5 as Leach goes off. I believe it's going to be a roughing on each of them. Face off here at center ice. Van Herset takes it. Tie up his man for Morgan to come in. Morgan just got there a little bit late as the puck was behind the Warrior guy. There was a centering pass there from Winnetka. And here comes Morgan. Morgan up the side. Takes it all the way down. Gets around 3 men. Comes away with it. He's going to try to backhand a centering pass, and he does so. Kemp got a stick on it, but it ricocheted off another stick. And went up and over the net. Puck comes out to Egan. Egan with a shot. Keeps it low on the ice. A redirect attempt there by Morgan. Knocks it down a little bit too much as it didn't get through to the net. And a puck comes out all the way down the other end. Taken here by Brady Couric. Couric to Kemp. Kemp shoots it up to, looked to be a shot on goal there, but it was knocked down. And the Warriors come away with it and get it deep into the Toledo zone. Egan's going to give chase far side. Egan barrels it back around to Couric. Couric up to David Ben. Ben chips it down. Gives it to Ridings, who was in stride, but just a little bit out in front of him. Could not get it up, and we're going to have an offside as David Ben. David Ben was just a little bit quick to get that puck back in the zone there, as Ridings was a good 10 feet in there. Face-off is won by the Warriors, but bad pass by them, and then a bad pass by Toledo. Gives the puck back to Toledo in the zone. Gives it to David Ben. Ben's looking to try to get it out back in front to Jamison Rose again. Puck hit about 20 different sticks there in a matter of 5 seconds. Here comes Toledo. Toledo could have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Rose across ice to Ben. Ben's going to bring it in, make a move. Coming in, tries a backhanded shot there. Backhanded shot, but he couldn't get much on it as the puck started rolling on him right as he was lining that shot up. And the goaltender for the Warriors is going to cover up. 2:09 left here in the second period. 3-1 lead for Toledo. Face off here, taken by the Warriors, but stolen away by Jamison Rose. Rose with it. Tried a quick turnaround shot. And the goaltender just happened to get lucky and have his stick in the right place at the right time, because I know he didn't see it until after it hit his stick. With that rebound went a couple of Toledo players trying to get a second chance, but referees blow that dead. Puck is dropped. It stayed right there on that dot for a little bit of time there. Here comes Egan with it now. Egan with center ice, gives it to Couric. Couric around. Handed it off to Rose, but it was just a little bit out in front of him, so it comes all the way down to Egan. Egan with the pass off the boards right in front of us here to David Ben and Jamison Rose. Puck is chipped away there by Egan, comes all the way around to the other side to Couric. Couric's going to tap it up to Ridings. Gets caught in the skate of a Warrior player. Back out, back in, back out, back in, and we're going to have an offsides here as the puck hit a shin guard and went back into the zone after coming out. Leach is out of the box, as well as number 44 for Warriors. 1:30 left here in the second period. Toledo's going to leave that forward line of Rose, Ridings, and Ben out there, but made a defensive change of Buck and Kurt. Puck now here at center ice. Here comes a chance for the Warriors, but a back-checking Toledo right there, and Another good save there. Stick save it looked to be from Carson Dirkmont. Warriors still have possession of the puck there behind the red line. And as it's tied up there along the boards, it doesn't seem to be moving. Just a scrum for it, and the whistle's going to be blown. 54.3 seconds left in the second period. Toledo up 3-1. Coming to you live from Chicago, Leafs Ice Center. The first game of a tournament weekend for Toledo Cherokee. The puck is dropped right there again. Taken there by the Warriors, and a point blank right here by 44. Shoots it right into the chest of Carson Dirkmont again. Buck comes away with it. Dirkmont's had to have made at least 25 saves here today. .25 saves, and I'll tell you, the goal that they got early in the game was a fluky goal from a terrible angle that hit about the only spot a puck could fit into. It was in the shot almost from the red line, and it just nobody, I don't think, thought it was a shot. Either way, 3-1. Here comes Toledo. Here comes Winnetka. Shot attempt blocked away by Egan there, as Another bouncing puck right out in front. Nobody can find it. Everybody's looking around, and another one ended up right on a stick of a Warrior player where backhanded it right in. We're going to have a 3-2 game here. Not much Carson Dirkmott could do on that one, as just depended on whose stick the puck was going to bounce to, and it just happened to bounce to the Warrior player here. So, makes things a lot more interesting. 3-2. Toledo still has the lead. Warriors did score just now. 16 seconds left on the clock as Morgan gives chase deep into the Warrior zone. Kirk's going to try a shot from the point there and does so with 9.1 seconds left. The goalie's going to cover up. Puck is dropped, back to Kirk. Kirk's got time for one more shot. He opts to pass it down to the corner. We got 4 seconds left, 3. And time's going to run out on the period. I'm sure somebody's going to say something to him about taking that shot with 9 seconds left. Get it to the net, hope for a rebound, and knock something in. We'll be back in a couple minutes. And we're back here, start of the third period. Toledo has a 3-2 lead. 13 minutes left in this game. First game of the President's Cup tournament here in Chicago, and Winnetka comes away with the face-off. Little number 44 makes his way around. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but it got all the way through. Here come the Warriors. Puck comes back out all the way to the blue line and out. Van Urset was taken down by his man. Morgan comes away with it. Put a pass all the way through, but nobody home. Comes a pass that hopped off of everybody's stick. We're going to have a whistle on Derek Morgan for a check. Came across the middle, and number 8 started leaning over where Derek had rights to skate, but apparently they're going to call a check on Derek. So Toledo will be down a man here for the next 2 minutes. Toledo bench doesn't agree with that call, but they're not going to win that battle. Not against these 16-year-old referees. They're done a fairly decent job here today. So here come the Warriors right down the middle. Trying to get it through the skates of Buck, but Buck closed up that spot and passed it up to Rose. Rose up to David Ben. Ben's being mauled by 4 of the Warrior players. Is it up to Rose? Rose whips it around the backside of the Warrior goal there. David Ben gives chase. Long pass up here to number 70. Sneaking around the backside was Rose trying to lift that stick. It was just a little bit too late. Xander Kurt takes it now and chips it up to the side. Rose battles his man. Kirk comes away with it, whiffs on the backhanded pass, gives it right to the Warrior player. Keeps battling, comes up with it. We're going to have a penalty here to the Warriors. For a hooking call here. Hooking call here looks to be number 24 as his stick ended up at center ice there, and probably because it got wrapped around the hands or the hips of the Toledo Cherokee player. So we're back to even strength hockey. Toledo will benefit from a 51-second power play in a minute and 9 seconds. So, but in the meantime, we're going to have 4-on-4 with Van Urset, Couric, Egan, and Ridings out there for Toledo. Puck was dropped, taken there by the Warriors. Gained the blue line. Couric steps up and a shot that stayed on the ice. Nice save again there by Dirkmaat, as he would not give up that low shot. Never played goal in my life, but I have to imagine that those pucks that stay on the ice can be tricky if I were to guess. See a lot of those go in. Here comes Egan with it. Egan steals the puck from the face-off circle. Comes all the way with it to center ice where he's going to take it and dump it deep. Here comes Riding with it. Puck tried to chip off the board by 44, but Egan comes away with it again, gets it back behind the goal of Warriors. Warriors are trying again to come out of the zone. Tried to chip it around Egan again, but it comes right to him. He tried to backhand it into the zone, but gave it right to the Warrior player. There's 48 with a toe drag, then another move. Kicked off of Van Urset's stick and went right to a Warrior player for a shot, a weak one at that, but at the same time, another puck sitting right out in front, another shot taken as Dirkmaat sticks that one away. It wasn't going to go in, but felt the need to stick it down and get it out of there. Either way, Toledo's now on the power play. Shot right there, point blank, and Dirkmaat decides to glove that, settle it down, and stop play here. So 10:06 left in the game. Toledo with a 3-2 lead and a power play for 38 seconds. It's going to give an opportunity for Toledo to change up this line a little bit too, and Van Urset goes right to the bench and plops down like he just ran a marathon. So a good job to keep this game to where it is during that 4-on-4 there for that crew, but now out comes Ridings, Ben, and Rose. Speaking of Rose came off of his man with the puck, comes back with it, takes it into the zone. He's got Ben far side. He's looking, passes it far side, shoots. Oh, and he just missed it off the front end of his stick. Rose gets it back, tried to center it, and possibly even shoot it off the backside of the goalie, but it was knocked down there. Rose with it in the corner. Tried a centering pass, but Ben was on the far side over there. Kirk keeps it in nicely at the blue line. Knocks it down with his skate, keeps it in deep. Toledo is now done with the power play as Winnetka comes out of the zone. Winnetka's got a 3-on-2 here. So they bring it in, bring it down, centers it to 12. 12 over to 72. 72 is going to take a shot, and it's going to go high, right off the crossbar. Nice shot, but a little bit too high. Here's Rhino. Rhino Ridings chipped it up and out of the zone. And a shot on goal is going to be stick saved and covered up there by the Toledo goaltender, Carson Dirkmaat. 8:54 left in the game, 5-on-5 hockey here. Again, first game of a 3-game set here in Chicago. The rinks are connected, so if you hear cheers in the background, you're hearing the other game happen, and that score is 1-1 with 5:40 left in the second period. Either way, back to our game. Shot there, knocked down by Egan's skates, and he kicked it to himself, shot it out of the zone. He's going to wrap it all the way around the boards. Couric gives chase. A bunch of bodies go into the boards really hard. No penalties called. Here comes Toledo again. Got the puck. Not much going on here as the puck is being battled for and given back and forth to each team. Shot there from another bad angle. They must like to take those shots. Here comes the puck coming right around out front, and it's in. Just one of those shots that never left the ice, and I think it might have hit Carson Dirkmott's skate. Found the back of the net as it was just a simple little wraparound attempt. 3-3 game. We have a tie game here in the third period. 8:12 left. Back to the action here. Buck takes it into the zone. Tries a shot for himself, but that was knocked down by the Warriors. Here come the Warriors again in a 3-on-2. Centering pass right to 12. 12 is going to chip a shot right there, and he's going to score again. No back checking at all from this line. Led to a goal, an easy goal, as the puck was just centered right there to number 12, and he had all day and all the time in the world to shoot that puck and bury it. Buck had pinched up, and none of the forwards were coming to his aid, turning that into an odd man rush, and Warriors capitalized. So Warriors quickly turn this game around, taking a 4-3 lead. There's another shot there. That one's going to be blockered aside by Dirkmott. He's back into the Toledo far corner there where Kurek battles his man. Another backhanded shot, a couple of jam jobs at it, and bodies flying all over the place in front of the net there. The puck drop there taken here by Toledo. Given up to the Warriors. Back to Toledo, back to the Warriors. Buck decides to circle it back around the backside of the net where Kurt is waiting for it. 7:03 left in the game here. 4-3 lead for the Warriors. Kurt tries again to get it up and around the man, but is unsuccessful. Toledo just looks to have lost a little bit of steam here on those back-to-back-to-back goals by the Warriors. Nobody seems to want the puck as it's battled for by everybody, and nobody, I can't even tell you who the hell has the puck anymore. Now I can. Jamison Rose, 3-on-1 if they hurry. Here comes Rose. Rose, wide right, shoots a backhanded shot right there in front of the goal, and Ridings had it. Almost buried a second shot attempt there as the first attempt hit the face mask of the goaltender. Kurt's going to try a slap shot that's going to get all the way through and back around the net where Rose is waiting. He's going to hit the brakes, come around the backside, trying to backhand it, and does. He shoots and scores. It's going to tie this game up at 4 as the goalie went left, and Jamison Rose has the second goal on the day as he went right and saw an opening between the post and the skate of the goaltender, making this game 4-4. 6:06 left here in the third period. As Toledo sends out Egan and Kurek on D. Van Erset, Morgan, and Kemp on the front line there. Puck is dropped there and again scrambled for. Taken there by Morgan temporarily, given up to the Warriors. Warriors up to Van Erset, who's going to try to dump it in between the defense here. Toledo gives chase, but no luck there. Coming back into the zone here, number 12. Number 12 goes wide, hits the brakes, flips it high and over the net, about 15 feet in the air. Back out to the point. Off to Kemp. Kemp kicks it up to Morgan. Morgan's got speed and a Chase Taylor behind him. He's going to flip it. Almost scores. Oh, my God. He hit it right off the pad. He gets another chance. Diving. Oh, and it's in. Okay. Trying to just... A great rush there by Derek Morgan. Took it down the center of the ice. Put it off the right pad. A nice little shot off the right pad. And somehow it kicked its way back out to Kemp. A lot of these pucks are going left, right, up, and down. And Kemp found it on his stick and just ripped it. Again, a puck that never left the ice when it went into the goal. So here we come again. Warriors on the charge. 5:18 left in the game. Egan goes and gets it in the near side corner. Gives it up to Kemp. Kemp looking for somebody to pass it to. Finally just chips it up to the D of the Winnetka player. Here they come again. Another shot right on goal there. It's going to be gloved down by Dirkmott. I don't know how he saw that. There was 3 bodies right in front of him. And he put it in his glove like he had it the whole way. Which he did. 5:02 left in the third. 5-4 Toledo. Face off here in the Toledo end. Rose ties his man up. Here comes Ridings with it. Ridings just trying to chip it out. Gives it to 48 though in the chip out attempt. And he takes a shot that's knocked down by Dirkmott and sent to the corner. And finally up and out by Toledo. Warriors are in the attack again. Toledo's got to come up with something here as they can't just let them skate down the middle of the ice. Toledo finally gets it all the way down in the Warriors zone, but the Warriors regain possession. Here's Rose with it. Warrior fans want a checking penalty on Rose. He's not going to get it. This is big boy hockey here today, boys. Brings it all the way back down in the Toledo end where Zander Kurt tried to flip a backhanded pass that didn't get anything on it and went right to the Winnetka Warrior player. He scrambles his way back into the puck and gets it back. Kicks it to himself, and that's just hard work, folks. That's just hard work getting that puck all the way back out to where it is. We're going to have a penalty here coming up to the Warriors as soon as they touch up, but it's dropped pass back to David Ben. And Ben took a shot that was pad saved away there by the Warrior goaltender. And let's see what the call is here. This might be the second or third time number 44 is going to the... Yep, it's number 44 going to the penalty box here for the second time at least, maybe even the third time. I didn't see what the call was. Oh, there it is. It's a hook. So number 44 gets nabbed for hooking. It'll be a Toledo power play for 2 minutes, which there's 3:51 here left on the clock. Toledo's going to have Kemp, Morgan, and Van Hurst sit on the front side. Egan and Keurig on the back here. Puck taken there by Toledo. Shot there by Derek Morgan. Right up on goal. It's bouncing around. Kemp just could not get a stick on it. Comes back out to Egan, who sends one down on the ice. Tried to redirect it there by Van Herset. So Egan's going to send it across to Keurig. Keurig's going to attempt his shot over there. It's going to go wide and around the backside. Here come the Warriors. Got to be careful of a shorthanded goal. This puck, I don't think is going to make it the length of the ice. It is not. Will not be an icing. Keurig gives it up to Morgan. Morgan sees Kemp. Doesn't pass him. Gets it to the red line. He hits the brakes. Kurt coming in off the bench. Egan's going to go for a line change. That puck hits a body. Kurt's pass knocked down. Egan has to come in from his change. And shot sailed just over the goaltender, Carson Dirkmott, as Ben Egan was going for a change, but he had to hit the brakes. Another bad pass here, and that one given to Winnetka in stride by Zander Kurt. Kurt should just dump it deep, which he tried to do there. Just gets it deep into the zone by the Warriors. 2:46 left to play. 54 seconds on the minor to the Warriors here. Bouncing puck comes around. It's taken by David Ben. Zander Kurt sitting there, takes a shot. It's going to be blocked down and covered up by Warrior goaltender. 2:37 left on the clock. 5-4 Toledo. 46 seconds left on the power play. Fans are getting a little bit anxious here as anything can happen. Rose wins a face-off back to Buck. Buck peels it back, takes it to the blue line. Dumped it down to David Ben, hopped over Ben's stick, gives it to Rose. Rose with it. Makes a couple of moves and pins himself up against the boards. Ridings comes in. Nobody's moving the puck. There it is, and the Warriors come away with it. Here come the Warriors now. David Ben stopped that momentum and gets it behind the play. 17 seconds left here on the power play for Toledo. Winnetka lifts one high up in the air where it's going to bounce and bounce all the way down to Couric. Couric spins around and takes it out of the zone where Ben shuffles it up to Rose. Rose gets it at the center ice. Power play is over. Rose sends a slap shot up in the air, and standing at his tallest height, the number 6 goalie had to reach above his head to catch it, which he does, which that means it probably would have ended up in the netting behind the glass there, behind the Warrior goalie. Had he have let that go. So here we go. Toledo with the face-off in the Warrior zone. Comes out to the Warriors. Warriors are bringing it down. They have a 3-on-2. No back-checking forwards here for Toledo. As Carson Dirkmatt made a nice save. It came all the way back off to him. And on the backside of that play, here comes Rose. Rose has got Ridings in the middle. He centers it, and it just goes wide of the net, as it looked like he might have been able to shoot that puck. Egan at the blue line holds it in twice. Hits it off of the Winnetka player twice, and it finally gets all the way deep into the zone. We got 1:12 left to play in the game, and a puck that made its way right out front almost went in. Here comes another one from David Ben. Ben gets it knocked off his stick, but nicely to Brady Couric. Couric decides to send it all the way back around where Ridings is going to try his hand at the battle back there. Rose comes away with it. 58 seconds left. Rose with it. Rose is going to send it around to David Ben. 50 seconds left. David Ben's going to pin it up in the corner, try to burn some time. Winnetka trying to get the goaltender off for the extra player. Here it comes out to center ice. Egan's going to knock it down, and he's going to knock it over to Brady. Brady Couric down up to David Ben. Ben thought it was coming into the zone, but it was knocked down by a Warrior player. 27 seconds left. We're going to have an offsides. As the 2 Warrior players gained the zone, but the puck was behind them, rolling in very slowly. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it. We're going to have a timeout here with 24.2 seconds left. 5-4 Toledo. Warriors are going to call timeout. Oh, I'm looking at that score next door.
Who's playing, do you know?
I have no idea. But whoever it is up 5-1, and you'd think they won the Stanley Cup.
Sorry about not boring, but if you see that guy's face every time I blow it, it's hard not to.
Oh, I see it. I laugh, yes. So here we go, back to the hockey action. We're going to have 24.2 seconds left. Toledo has a 5-4 lead, third period. Curtin Buck on the D, Van Urset, Morgan, and Kemp on the front line here. Puck one back there by Toledo. And Buck sends it the length of the ice, and it's going to stop short just like a curling stone perfectly. As Winnetka's got 6 players out there in an empty net, they're going to try to bring it down. They got 10 seconds left. Here comes a back-checking Morgan. As Toledo, don't touch it, Toledo, let them have it. As that puck dangerously got through, there was going to be a tripping penalty to Toledo, but Toledo never got a chance to touch the puck, so the time ran out, making this game officially final, 5-4 Toledo. So here we are. Game 1 is a winner for Toledo. Good start to the tournament. We will see you tonight, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll come to you live about a minute before the game starts. I believe it's on the same rink, so we should have good luck as far as broadcasting. Excuse me. And good job, Toledo. From Chicago, we're signing off. We'll see you tonight.
Those boards that
Yeah.
snap the top.
We'll have some pregame guests.
Yeah.
Player of the game. Interviews in the locker room until we get kicked out. I am live from Chicago. Leafs Ice Center. Toledo Cherokee and the Northern Express.
Some people who want the email and some people want the text.
Yeah.
You guys on the 6th floor?
7th. Rather be above everybody than below them. Hello, everybody, and we are back to hockey. Live from Chicago, the Leafs Ice Center. It is the Northern Express from Park Ridge, Illinois, against the Toledo Cherokee. Park Ridge is about 30 minutes east of where we are now. So this is kind of a home ice advantage, we'll call it. Face-off here will be taken by Rhino Ridings. Wins it back all the way into the Toledo zone, taken there by Zander. And Toledo finally breaks free of their own zone. Coming down the right side is Jamison Rose, loses it off the end of his stick. Gets it back, nobody knows where it is except for Jamison as he comes around and looks to set something up, sends one right out in front where the goalie covers up. Three 13-minute periods in this tournament. The puck again comes all the way out to the point there where Bracken Buck and Zander Kurt couldn't decide who wanted the puck there, but number 48 for the Northern Express comes away with it. First shot on goal goes in. Well, that didn't make any sense whatsoever as the big slow guy got to the puck first and just took it, put a shot right on goal, and it went in. So Toledo here back in action. Into their own zone. Number 48, the player who just scored that last goal for Northern Express, brings it in and all the way around his own net. Ethan Van Erset tried to pitchfork it out with a backhand. No good, and there's a scramble for it out in front. Finally, Egan gets it up the boards to Kemp. Kemp's looking to send a long pass, and he does out to Morgan, and a nice diving stop by the defenseman to knock that puck down and prevent an odd man rush there. Morgan takes it all the way back around his own net, looking for something to do with it. Gets his pass deflected off the end of the stick there. And scramble for it along the boards. Finally breaks free, gives it to Buck. Buck clears his own zone, sends it off the boards right up to the Northern Express. Another shot on goal from the bottom of the right circle. A.J. Kirkus in net for Toledo today. Carson Dirkmott was there earlier and had a fantastic game in a 5-4 victory. Pass from Gould across to Morgan. Morgan's going to get it deep and go off for a change. And so that'll leave Gould in the zone by himself down there as the Express look to clear it out. Right on net where the goaltender number 41 for Northern Express covers up. 10:33 in the first. Face-off dropped. Leach ties up his man. Weasel comes away with it. Had an opportunity to shoot, had his head down, didn't see the lane that he had to shoot in. So, fed it back to the point, but nobody was there. Off the helmet of Brady Kirk, and we're going to have an offsides as two of the Toledo Cherokee were in the zone. By Weasel. One back to Egan. Egan chips it up to Weasel. Weasel looks to hold it in and does so for the moment. Three Northern Express players take it there. Here comes Egan. Egan dumps it deep. Gets it back behind the net for his forwards to attack. And that puck zings around back all the way to Kurek. Here come the Express again. Number 72, who some say we have to watch out for, as he has a really good shot, according to some that watched the first game today. Comes a puck that hits the side of the net. Attempted crossing pass there. It was hit to Leach. Leach gave it right back to the Northern Express. Puck's trapped on the back side of the net where we're going to get a whistle to blow that dead. This third line here, those guys passing when they should shoot and shooting when they should pass. And here's the Express again with a quick turnaround shot there by the gentleman who scored the first goal, number 48. Toledo is definitely going to win the speed battle here, but first they have to take possession of the puck. Here come the Express again. Express keep their wingers really high so that these big boys don't have to skate as much. Here's number 48 again with another shot on goal. So out there now we have Rose, Rhino, Ben, Kurt, and Buck. 8:46 left here in the first period. Rose gets kicked out of the face-off dot. Comes away with it anyway. Comes ahead with a full head of steam. Looks to get around number 18 for the Northern Express. Makes a nice little stick check on Rose, but Bridings comes away with it. Looks for a centering pass right there. David Ben buries one. Goal for Toledo. As Rose gets knocked down at the blue line, Bridings continued on the backside of that play. Wrecked it and buried it. We have a 1-1 game. Here we go. Same line out there except a defensive swap. Rose gains the zone again, sends one flipping in the air. And we're going to have a high stick here as the puck was played in the air above the head of big number 48. With that whistle, Toledo will take an opportunity to change up the forwards. Off the face-off there is one back to Express and not get a quality shot on goal, but should have a tripping penalty there. Nope, no call. Puck comes all the way back out to center ice. Dumped in there by number 72, taken behind the net there by Brady Kirk. Kirk up to Kemp. Kemp's looking for somebody to pass to, sends it off the skate of one of the Express players, and that same player dumps it back down deep into the Toledo zone. Wrapping around is Kirk. Kirk sends it around, but no winger there for Toledo. Instead, they have a Express bringing it back around. Egan chips it up to Kemp. Kemp looks over to Morgan. Puck's coming off the boards to Morgan. Unfortunately, Morgan's in there by himself as everybody for Toledo went off for a change. Comes all the way out. It looks like this team likes to cherry pick with that big number 48. Nice back check there by Xander Kurt as the puck came all the way out in front. And he came in at the last minute to get a stick on it. Cleared out of the zone by Gould and given right back to the D of the Express. Taken back here after they kick it around. Back by Gould again. Bad pass by the Express. Gives Xander Kurt an opportunity to intercept, but Express take it off his stick and send it back down again to Buck. Buck down to Kurt. Kurt's going to bring it back in. Turn around. Send it in off the skates of 25 for the Express. Puck across the blue line with Anthony Leach inside the zone. So with that, we have 6:20. Sends it up to Weasel. Weasel gets a clean chip deep into the zone of the Express. Leach gives chase behind the net. Collides with his man, and they both go down. It's like Weasel tried to come away with it there, but it looks like the Express player is going to have it. This Express team loves to cherry pick this big number 48 out there at center ice. Finally, Leach comes away with it. He's looking for something to do. Tried to center that pass, but it was stick down by the Express. And taken here by Kurt. Kurt up to Ridings. Ridings is going to be in the zone with Leach. Takes a shot. Anthony Leach getting hooked there a little bit, but no call on the play. Scramble for it is Egan tried to come up with it. It was just a little too far out of his reach, but 15 takes it. Takes a shot at. Nice save there by Karakas. As it hit him right in the chest and dropped back behind the net. Here comes another centering pass deflected there by Egan, but given right to 22 for the Express. Another one sitting right there in front. Another pass that ricocheted its way right out in front. As we've seen a lot today, even the previous game, a lot of these pucks end up being ricocheted. Another poke check there by Egan, taken by Xander Kurt and given up to David Ben up the sideboards, but that pass was just out of his reach. Egan takes it. There's a shot right there in point blank by Jamison Rose. And the Northern Express goalie with a nice save there. Bracken Buck's going to come up with it here at center ice, dump it in. And no icing there as it's tipped around by one of the Northern Express players. There we have a little bit of an interference there, but no call again. David Ben on the forecheck. Ben with the puck. Ben loses it there as the referee skates tie up that puck. Here come the Express again. quick shot right there from the left side by Jamison Rose. Got all the way through to the goalie. Must have as he made a routine save on it. Another puck just sitting there, nobody doing anything with it. David Ben tries his hand at a shot. There's that phantom whistle everybody hears. And a whistle was blown somewhere, maybe the rink behind us. All the kids stopped for both teams, thinking something was going on. I kind of had a feeling that would play into this game here tonight, where everybody was surprised. Van said Egan and Keurig, as there's a screen he talked about, but he was shot on goal, glove down that time by Keurig, so he's going to freeze play there. 2:54 left here in the first period. This game's getting a little chippy early. We still have 2 more periods to play, and another puck sitting right in front of the net. Northern Express trying to get a stick on it. They do. And shot deflected there by Karakis. Turnover here to Rose. Rose is going to bring it out, look for somebody to pass to. He's got Morgan going with him down the right-hand side. And as the puck gets zipped around there, Egan prevents it from crossing the blue line once. It gets knocked down by his man, but it's wide. A little stoppage in play here as the Cherokee player got blatantly checked into the boards with no call by the referees. His coaches are furious. .2:14 left here in the first as the coaching staff discussing the violent play of the Northern Express here. No call on the play there for checking. Here comes Rose, knocks his man down as it's all of a sudden legal. And that was an Omi call there as referees what would normally be called a hook. They're going to give Toledo a power play here. He's on their end. This game turned chippy quick. 1-1 score. And the Cherry Picker 48 is in the box. Toledo coaches telling the referees how to do their job, and this time they actually won as the face-off is in the zone here. Face-off dropped, given to Ben. Ben back to Kurt. Kurt with the shot, kicked down by Rose, taken there by Ridings, but it hit a leg right out in front. Comes all the way back to the point. Brady Keurig wraps it around down there to Ridings. Ridings makes a move on his man, cuts back. And we have a scramble for the puck down there in the near side corner. Rose and Ridings can't decide who wants it. Here comes a puck right out in front. Sander Kurt with a shot high and 50 feet wide. I think the rink's only 50 feet wide. Slap shot taken there by Keurig, but kicked down there by number 49. Here come the Express on a short-handed attack. Shot that gets right up to Karakis. Brady looking for somebody to pass to. Was going to pass it to Ben and then thought better and sends it all the way rink wide to Ridings. Ridings gains the zone. Ridings with it. Takes it around to the side. Defensive change for Toledo. Leaves the points wide open. Egan sends it across the ice. Does not end up on goes right down the middle. It's slap shot. Sticked out of the air by one of the Northern Express players. 30 seconds left on the power play. 32 seconds left in that period. Ridings with it. Tries to make a move. Unsuccessful. Egan's trying to race to his man. Does get it. Sends it down the length, or sends it down in front of the net, but cleared out there by the Express. 13 seconds here left on the power play. Toledo gets into the zone. Ridings lost sight of the puck. 7 seconds left in the period, 4 in the power play. Puck ends up right out in front, but sticked away there by the Express. Buck's got 2 seconds to shoot. Sends one there and drills somebody right in the back. And a little bit of after the whistle scrum going on here. And definitely a scrappy game here so far. We'll be back in a minute. So we are back for the start of the second period as Toledo is tied with the Northern Express 1-1. Kirk and Egan on defense to start this period with Kemp and Morgan on the wing, and Van Herset is back after taking a blast to the shin guard and having to go off the ice there in the middle of the first period. It's the first time we've seen him, so the puck came off the boards to Morgan. Morgan tried to center it, lost his footing. So puck is going to make its way all the way into the Toledo zone. Another shot right there, blocked down by Couric. And I'll tell you, these boys have some hard shots, and to get in front of one of these shots is pretty risky. Going to have an offside whistle. Defensive change here for Toledo. 12:17 left here in the second period. Morgan has it behind the goal of the Northern Express. Looking for somebody to pass to. Turn over there to the Express. We'll have a 2-on-2 coming back into the zone. Bracken Buck breaks that up. Number 48 looking for something to do with the puck there, and he lost it there. Oh, scrum for it right there. Coming away with it is Eason Van Herset. Skating down the ice. I think I have a dump-in shot there. Here come the Express. Buck steps in front of his man. Kurt whips it off the boards. Express with it at the point. Skate save there by Anthony Leach. Kicked it out to Morgan, but Morgan couldn't get it out of the zone. Morgan gets it out this time. Gets it all the way down. We'll have a tip, so no icing on that. Gould battles along the near side boards with it. And number 48 wound up for a shot. Foul right on his rear. As that's a lot of weight up top there to have to try balance. Here comes Toledo with it. Weasel giving chase. Comes away with it on the far side. Egan with it now. He looks to flip it over to Gould. Gould with it now. Gould shoots through the legs, but it's blocked there by the Northern Express defenseman. And here comes 15. 15 held up there right at the blue line by Egan, but then sends it all the way down the length of the ice, and we're going to have an icing on the Northern Express. Face-off will come down in front of their goalie. Face off here taken by Rose. Gives it up to Rose, gives it back to Ridings. Ridings lost it off his stick. Here come the Express the other way with a 3-on-2. 4-on-2 as one peels off, so it'll be a 3-on-2. Right at Kurick's stick. Kurick knocks it off and into the side corner there. Taken here by David Ben. Ben up the side, one man to beat. He's got Ridings with him. He goes right up the middle, loses it off his stick, and can't seem to hold it in there. Cross ice pass there for 51 for the Northern Express. He's going to send it down the length of the ice, and we're going to have another icing called on the Northern Express here. A little bit of a hold up here on the visitor bench, discussing something. As number 18 for the Northern Express skates off the ice. Not sure what the problem is. Jamison Rose skates back to get his mouth guard from the other zone, picks it up right off the ice and puts it in his mouth. With the face-off here, he takes the puck behind the net, loses it there to the Express. Puck comes up to Xander Kurt. Kurt pinches up nicely there, sends it right in front, and it crosses right through the blue paint. Rose with it now behind the net, looking to get it out in front. He put it in off the pads, and it's kicked aside by the Express goalie. Another good pinch up there by Xander Kurt, holds the zone. Toledo now with it. Puck comes across the ice there to Toledo, where it's not out of the blue line, not over the blue line yet, and coming down the middle was Rose. Tried to get it over to Ridings, unsuccessful. So we're going to have an icing coming up here with 8:35 left to play, as does the Express. Banner set. We'll take the draw. I take that back. He will not take the draw. He needs apparently he needs a neck guard and does not have one.
Hanging out of his mouth?
No neck guard.
Oh, really? No need. Does anyone else have one?
I don't know.
No, Morgan doesn't have one.
Here come the Express on the attack. Crossing pass there That's going to be whistled down for a offsides, as Cherry Picker 48 was a couple steps ahead of the play. Here's Morgan with the draw. Wins it back to his right winger, Weasel. Weasel tried to chip it out, takes it behind his net. Sends it around to Kemp. Kemp tried to advance it up and out. Successful, gives it to Egan. Egan chips it around his man. But a good play out of midair there by number 12. But he chipped it back in, and we'll have another offsides. Puck is dropped and throws there on the face-off. Here comes 48 looking to get a shot. Hits the skate of Brady Kirk. Does not get through. Then he whistles one around for his right D. He lost it off his stick to Ridings. Ridings tried to pass it cross ice to Ben, but it was hit. It ended up hitting Rose in the back, and the puck gets whistled around. There's 48 with it. 48 for Northern Express. Loves to hang out at that blue line, trying to get a head start. Not the fastest guy, obviously, but he's putting his team back there on a penalty kill almost, as a couple of different shots there were trying to be stuffed home, but the goaltender for Northern Express made that save. So we'll have a face-off here in the Express end of the ice. Rose zips around his man on the face-off, tried to get a quick shot off, but fanned on it. Stepping up there momentarily to pinch the puck was Buck, and coming away with it was Jamison Rose. Rose sent a shot right off the shoulder of the Express goalie. He's going to try to come around the backside where David Ben is there, and he scores! Textbook play right there, where Rose had the puck behind the net. David Ben was sitting out front with a picnic lunch, waiting for that pass to come to him. And in between bites of that cherry pie, he scores a goal. We got a 2-1 game. Here come the Express on the attack, the backside of it. Quick shot right there, right into the glove of Kirkus. That's a nice play right there. Point blank. That's a very hard shot by number 95. And Kirkus makes that look easy. Toledo will make a defensive change here. Puck is dropped there, taken by Egan, passed up to Weasel, but Weasel lost it off his stick. So Northern Express wraps it around, where Keurig comes away with it. Leach lost it off his stick. Gould's just looking to get it out of the zone. Does momentarily, but scramble for it down there. Not sure who has it. There it comes away. And Weasel there to support. Gets the puck in deep. Gould will give chase behind the net. Puck will come whistling up and around the side, and it'll knocked down, and a D-to-D pass there by Egan over to Kirk to relieve a little bit of pressure. Kirk gets it up to the center ice line of Gould. Gould tried to dump it in, but it was handled there by 18 for the Northern Express. Comes another shot right there, and it's in. The Northern Express player just put a shot right on the pad of AJ. He had a wide open net and buried it. 2-2 game. So back on the ice here. Van Herset found a neck guard as puck makes its way down into the Toledo zone deep. Kurt sends it up the boards to Morgan. Morgan couldn't handle it, and it's up in the air now. Northern Express now bringing it down. A shot that just whistles wide. Another shot tried to get through, but Van Herset was there to get a stick on it. He hits the brakes, looks for somebody to pass to. Finds Morgan. Morgan couldn't knock it down and out of midair. So here comes Bracken Buck. He's just going to flip it down, and Bracken's dad didn't like that, as he feels he should pick up the pace. Morgan gets it deep here, giving the defense of the Toledo Cherokee an opportunity to switch up here. Here come the Express, 2-on-2. Couple of back checkers coming to help out for Toledo. Puck makes its way around, coming up the sideboards to Kemp. Kemp tried to stick lift his man to get control of that puck. Puck finds its way right out in front, and another shot and score. Well, that puck just bounced around and happened to find its way onto a Northern Express stick again. And this game has changed hands again. 3-2 lead for the Express. 3:43 left to play in the second period. Come the Express again off the faceoff. Puck ends up behind the Toledo red line, where Buck reverses course there and gets it up to Rose. Rose looked to flip it up to Ridings, but Ridings was in the center of the ice, not along the boards. Toledo cannot get the puck out of the zone. Buck tries to flip it up to Ben. David Ben now with it. Ben's got Rose streaking down the middle. Oh, and it just flips off the tip of his stick. 3 minutes even on the clock for the second period. Toledo in a bit of a hole here. Puck is sent off the boards there by the Express player. Sent back in by Buck to Ridings. Ridings looks to center it to Rose, but the pass is deflected there by 49. Buck rides his man into the corner, trying to come away with it down there. And it finds its way to the other corner. Here's a puck that just shot its way through the crease, and also Ridings looking to put it out in front, does so, and it's at the feet. Nobody sees it except for one of the defensemen for the Northern Express. He takes it, sends it the length of the ice. There's going to be no icing, as it was tipped right there at the blue line. Here comes Ben with it. Ben has Rose coming right down the middle. Takes it himself, 2-on-1. Now a 2-on-0. Here comes Ben. Over to Rose, and they score! Well, the defense for the Northern Express pinched up on a 2-on-1, and that's the kiss of death right there. As they left the goalie hanging out to dry in a 2-on-0 situation. And a quick pass from Ben at the very last minute. And we are back at 3-3. Face off here now, finally taken by the Express. There's a blown coverage right there, and somehow 72 got in the zone all by himself. Behind our defense. Egan was standing out there, and I'm not sure if he knew that guy was coming down the backside, but 72 got behind everybody.
Hey, you guys need to watch the cheerleaders.
So back to the action. Toledo down by a goal again. 120. But the wrong color jersey was able to get a stick on it. Morgan now battling to gain control of that puck. Kurek sent it around the boards there to Morgan. Here comes Morgan. Tried to get the puck settled down there. Another play coming up here. Here's number 72 with a laser shot again. Rips it. But that's going to go about 4 feet wide. 45 seconds here left in the third period. Another guy left wide open out front. Number 71 for the Northern Express was there all by himself. Another blown coverage here. Oh, and a shot that looked harmless. Ended up being more harmful than they thought. Another one out in front. Morgan tried to. Here's another cherry picker, 48. Somehow he's always at the blue line. Toledo's got to find a way to make him pay for that. And we're going to have a penalty here to end the period of a check on the Northern Express. So Toledo will start the third period on the power play. And we'll be back in a moment. And we are back here to start the third period, where Toledo is down by a goal, but does have a 2-minute power play here to start.
Go Toledo!
Northern Express win the face-off, bring it into the zone. Wrap it around where they'll give chase. Try to bring it up here. David Ben off the boards there. Gives it up to Jamison Rose. Rose goes around his man. He's got Ridings right there to beat, and he scores! Rhino Ridings puts it home. This has been the game of blown defensive coverage. And Northern Express blew that coverage that time as Ridings got behind everybody there and was just sitting there waiting with his picnic lunch, waiting for the puck to come to him, and meanwhile buries it. Referees here trying to figure out what's going on, I guess. And here we go, we're back to action. Puck is dropped, taken here by the Express. Rose is right there to knock it down. The pass ends up coming all the way up here to 48, comes in there and rips one, but Karakis was up to the challenge here. So here we go here. 4-4 tie. Quick shot off the face-off. And AJ ready for that one. Never mind the score. AJ's played a great game. Here comes the puck there, taken by Van Herstedt off the draw. Van Herstedt hits the brakes, reverses the action, sends one up and down to Kemp, gets past the defender. Comes Kemp from a bad angle, tried to get a lucky bounce up there, but to no avail. Puck now here at the near wall. Taken there by 48. He gets it knocked off his stick. And Toledo goes for a change. Far side, another blown defensive coverage here as we're going to have an offside, luckily. Somehow number 38 got behind the D again. Nobody saw her, but luckily see too many teams that play this style of hockey where they plant a guy way down the ice. Here comes Leach with it off the face-off. Goes around his man, gets it down into the corner, takes a spill. Kirk steps up to keep the puck in the zone, sends a flipper high up on net where the goaltender's going to glove that. 10:58 left here in the third period. Leach shaken up but not out. So we'll have a face-off here inside the zone, Northern Express zone. And another pass that was trying to get to 72 down the ice as the cherry picker was deflected and knocked down, sent back into the zone. Caden Weasel now gives chase to it down there. Here come the Express. Puck finds its way into the near side corner where Kirk tried to get it past his man and hits the shin guards, and now there's a battle ensuing. There's another pass that just got right out front as the Express are putting two guys down there low. Pass gets intercepted there by the Express. And they're going to get a whistle here. So Toledo will go on the penalty kill for 2 minutes as there's a tripping penalty to Egan for right at the 9:58 mark. Toledo does have a few shorthanded goals this year, so watch for that as the faceoff is won right to Jamison Rose. Rose is going to zing it around there to Couric, but gets past him and goes up to Ridings. Puck makes its way on the blue line, but not out. Comes a centering try there to 72. Another centering pass right up in front, and they're going to put it right into the chest of AJ Kirkus. Looks like they're going to take a couple guys off. Maybe for some type of unsportsmanlike conduct, as there was a little bit of jousting after the whistle blew. So Jamison Rose is off, but it'll still be a 5-on-4, excuse me.
You say 5-on-5?
I know. That's what he's saying. So the referee didn't realize that this was a matching minor penalty Thought it should be 5-on-5, but it is still 5-on-4. Puck is dropped right there and battled for by Xander Kurt. Express get it out to the point where try to get it back down low. Looking to try to get it out into the front of the goal there. Kurt's going to try to zing it off the boards and does, up to David Ben. We have 2-on-2 here with David Ben. Goes around his man, cuts left, cuts right. And on the far side, you got number 72. He's going to get a shot right there, and it's going to be knocked down, cleared out, sort of, by David Buck, and then a shot attempt got through the crease. Not in. Another shot deflected. Down in front, never dump it out of the blue, over that blue line. Toledo comes away with it, centers it over, passes it over to David Ben. Ben's got a one-on-one here, goes around his man, looking to cut in front of the goalie. Gets a shot off, but hit the stick of the goaltender. And here come the Express breaking out again. They have a 3-on-2. 71 looking to center it. It's going to be covered up there by Caracas. 17 seconds left on the penalty to Egan. A 2-minute minor for tripping. And then we'll have another minute or so for Rose and the other player for the Express that went off for matching penalties back a minute ago. Coming away with it here now is Morgan. Morgan's got a one-on-one here if he can get around his man, which he does. The other defenseman fell down and he tries a sharp angle shot. No avail. 4 seconds left here on the power play. Penalty is over. Toledo back at full strength. And Northern Express clears it out. Van Erset over to Kirk. Kirk up to Kemp. Kemp gets it over the blue line, makes a move. Winds up for a slap shot right on goal. And we should have another penalty here as Morgan was plowed into after the whistle. So Toledo will be on the power play. And that would be my advice to keep battling after that whistle blows. And if you can get in front of their goalie, they're going to come in and cheap shot you. Take as many penalties that way as you can get. 7:37 left in the game. 2-minute penalty here. As it comes out here to Kemp. Kemp's looking to walk it in, does so, takes a quick shot and hit the pad and was knocked down. Bracken Buck at the blue line, holds it in nicely. Van Erset has it off, lost it off his stick. Sent the length of the ice here by Northern Express. It will not be an icing. Xander Kurt winds up, finds Kemp far side. He's got a shot there. Comes all the way out to the blue line, and Xander Kurt could not keep it inside. Kurt over to Morgan. Morgan to Van Erset. Van Erset lost it off the end of his stick. Otherwise, he would have had a prime opportunity, and we're going to get a checking penalty on Derek Morgan for plowing over big number 49, I believe. 48, 49. So that'll negate the Toledo power play. So for 1:11, they'll be 4-on-4. That is not what you want to do when you are tied in a game late. Either way, here comes Ben. 4-on-4. David Ben, look. Puck comes off to Egan. Egan took a quick shot, but it was knocked down right up front. Rose takes it now. Rose tries to center it backdoor to Ben, and puck didn't get through. Knocked down nicely by their goaltender. Here comes the Express looking to get a shot off. Blocked away there by Couric. Sent around again by Couric after Ben Egan has it. Here comes David Ben now. 1-on-1. He's got one man to beat. Does so, but it flipped right off his stick. Jamison Rose battles for it. And we're going to have an offside as the puck came out, and David Ben was deep in that zone. Good game here in Chicago at the Leafs Ice Center. 4-4 tie with 6 minutes left. 4-on-4 hockey here for the next 20 seconds. Then Northern Express will be on the power play. Ryan O'Reilly's with it, looking to center the pass. Nobody home. Weasel picks it off. He's going to work around his man. Try to get it out in front. Xander Kurt's going to take a shot. He takes a crack at it. Just saved there by that goaltender down there. Sprawling into the splits position. Toledo now on the penalty kill. Bracken Buck tries to buy some time. Here's big number 72. He's going to get a free shot here. And just tipped off the glove of A.J. Kirikas there. Nice clear by Xander Kurt as it's going to get all the way down to the other side of the blue line. Tyler Kemp goes around one man, takes a shot. Oh, and it's off the goalie mask. Would have been a shorthanded goal. 5 seconds left here on the penalty kill for Toledo. Kemp's going to take it, and even strength. Puck crosses up the middle there. Tripped up was Ethan Van Herset. Right at the blue line is Egan. Egan's going to look to pass it to Van Herset. Does so. Leaves it there, sitting there nicely for Morgan, and it's deflected. Never made it on goal. Van Herset battles around. Oh, and they almost had one kick around there. Here comes Egan with the puck. Egan's trying to just get it out. Kemp falls back nicely to cover for his defensive position. Oh, and he does a backhanded pass dangerously. If that were on the stick of the Northern Express, they'd be going the other way right now. So no power play anymore for .413 left here in the game. It's a 4-4 tie.
Amanda.
Is dropped here at center ice. Dumped in there by the Northern Express. Takes a bad carom off the boards back there, but does not come out in front of the net. Buck tried to get it out to the top circle there, but unsuccessful. Right out point blank is number 72 with 2 quick shots on goal. As AJ stood up against both of those point blank attempts. He's going to be thinking about those tonight. Here comes David Ben now. Ben trying to get around his man, does so. Takes a shot on goal. Here comes Rose. Rose down, but the Express have it. Jamison Rose now to Ridings. Ridings tried to center one back to Rose, but it's going to be covered up there by the Northern Express goaltender. Very good rush there by Toledo. Last 30 seconds. But even bigger was A.J. Kirikas. Back-to-back point-blank saves on probably the Northern Express's best shooter. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here on the ice. 3:20 left to play. We'll be back. So here we go. We are at 5-on-5 hockey with 3:20 left in the game. It's 4-4 tie. Puck is dropped there and won back by Jamison. Rose to Kurt. Kurt over to Ridings. Ridings couldn't corral it quick enough to get a shot off. There goes cherry picker number 48 again. A back-checking David Ben coming in the side there. Prevents him from getting a pass off. He does end up getting one off on a second attempt. And they're going to wave that off if it even is in goal. They just waved it off. As Big 48 tried a centering attempt, but got it right back to him, and second attempt did get through. And when that second attempt got through, I believe it was number 38 there, got through and tried to get a shot on goal, and AJ Karakis had to double back and reach back for it, which, if it was across the line, nobody saw it. So here we go. Puck is dropped. Won by Toledo. Xander Kurt comes around the backside, gives it to Ridings. Ridings is taken down by his man, loses the puck. Northern Express looking to center it. Toledo fighting for it. There's Jamison Rose. Rose is going to pass it to Ridings, but held back. Comes to David Ben. Ben over to Ridings, but it kicks off his skate the wrong way. 2:25 left in the game. Toledo with the possession of the puck. Clearing puck by the Express. Here it comes. Jamison Rose, he's got David Ben on the far side, gives it over to him, but just too far out in front. I don't think David Ben realizes he had Rhino Ridings sitting right there in the top of the crease. No call there, so phantom penalties are even. Here's Bracken Buck now trying his luck. Shoots one high and over the net. 1:46 left in the game. Pass up to number 72 again. These guys are getting behind the defense. And another good save by Karakis. Their two best shooters seem to keep finding their way behind the defense for wide open shots from the circles. Not half of these, if not more. Face off here taken by Morgan. Morgan flipped it ahead to himself. He's coming down the left-hand side. He's got Kemp coming in the zone with him. Puck hits on the outside of the net from that shot attempt. Morgan still giving chase. Northern Express player whiffed and then takes it from his knee, passed it out, gives it over to Egan. Egan's going to wind up for a shot, but didn't get anything on it, so he's just going to step up. Another cherry picker here out at center ice. Number 48, Toledo, coming back on the back check. And there's another one. Egan will give chase into the corner. Egan wraps it around. Van Erset, 40, says it was tipped by the Northern Express player. Toledo's going to go for a change. Here comes Kemp. Kemp tried to line up a slap shot, but it was on end, and he couldn't get much on it. Another cherry pick attempt. Xander Kurt steps up nicely. He's going to shoot, and a ricocheted shot almost got in. Almost got into that crease, but just went wide. Now Morgan. Here comes that puck right there, and it almost came over the blue line, saved there by Egan. At least enough time to get some of his guys back to help back check. Puck on net to AJ Karakis with 1.4 seconds left. And Karakis freezes this one. So with 1.4 seconds, and Toledo changes everything up, as I'm sure they'll just try to tie this face-off up rather than win it here. Puck is dropped. It does get through, but no. shot attempt went wide, and I think the whistle would have blown or the horn would have sounded before then. So we're going to walk away from this game with a 4-4 tie. Very hard fought 4-4 tie. But for Toledo to win these games a little bit more handily, they're going to have to get off to a better start. As both games today, they were down early and needed a wake-up call. So Toledo on the day now, one win, no losses, and a tie. So this concludes our broadcast. We will be back tomorrow morning, 7:20 Central Time, 8:20 Eastern. We'll look for you then.